Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Dee about to react to this impressive vid. It's titled Nicki Minaj Exposes Wicked Industry and Debunks Lies About Her Family. DJ Booth, Lizzo's album flops. Oop. Okay, let's see what the head Barb got to say about Nicki Child. Let's watch.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Impressive channel. Now I want to get into some topics here. First, starting with Lizzo. It seems like Lizzo has lost her audience, y'all, because her latest album, BICTH, was dropped and it didn't make much noise, and the initial projection for the sales was less than 27,000 units in the first week. However, it may have sold a lot less than that because her album was not seen on the top 200 charts on Billboard, which is not great for an artist like Lizzo, who has had mainstream success and is a Grammy Award winner. I will say she did underperform, and she actually had to distract people from the news by posting her older stats. And, you know, congratulations to her, because her song Truth Hurts sold 10 million units, so it is certified diamond. And also her other song, About Dang Time, is almost at 1 billion streams. So I think that's great for her. Congrats to Lizzo. Okay, we could celebrate her win there. But that still doesn't change the fact that her latest album, BICTH, did not do that great, at least for an artist of her caliber. And I know Lizzo did complain about the label not supporting her. She also said that she's no longer in the algorithm, and it's been kind of hard to get her music out there, even though she's been doing all she can to promote it. She's done talk shows, she's done interviews, she's put out music videos, she's promoted herself on social media. She's even resorted to shameless tactics to get her name trending. And it just didn't work. It didn't work. And I think every artist has their moment in the sun. Every artist has their peak. And I think Lizzo already peaked. And also, I do feel like her using her weight as a marketing tool has kind of hindered her. It really has. I mean, at one point she was the face of body positivity, and that is when thickness was in. But now we are in the Ozempic era. People are losing weight. You know, even Lizzo lost weight and she looks great, but people don't care about that. They're over Lizzo, it seems. And it's unfortunate because Lizzo is talented, and I really think she should have led with her talent. You know, when you look at artists like Adele and Jasmine Sullivan and Kelly Clarkson, like, people don't care if they gain weight or lose it. They only care about that voice, and they care about the music. Like, they care about their talent, and that's what draws people to them. But with Lizzo, she didn't lead with her talent. She led with her body. And I don't think that benefited her. And it also didn't benefit her when she got sued by her former dancers for harassment and fat shaming them. You know, that was very damaging. And Lizzo's name was dismissed from the lawsuit, but still, it was really hard for her to come back from that, you know? So yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of factors that kind of affected Lizzo's career, but more than anything, I just feel like she had her time. She had her time in the spotlight, and this doesn't mean that she's over or anything. Like, she could still put out music. She could still perform and do shows. She still has other businesses she could focus on. I mean, she has already cemented herself. She has her legacy, so she's not over, but she's not going to be as popular as she once was. And that's okay, because that happens to most artists. Most artists have a peak, and then eventually the general public moves on to focus on another artist. Now, moving on, I want to talk about Nicki Minaj. Recently, Nicki Minaj was spotted at the FIFA World Cup hanging out with football legends, and she also was there with her family, and she casually posted a few videos that pretty much...
Oh, the little boy. Oh, let me see. I'm putting regular speed.
Debunks some of the lies and rumors about her family. There are rumors that she and her husband Kenneth Petty broke up. In fact, DJ Black put those rumors out there and said that she dumped him because he got another woman pregnant. But come to find out, Nicki and her husband are still together. He was in the video. Also, you have people like Cardi B saying that Nicki's 5-year-old son is slow and nonverbal. Well, clearly that's not the case.
Say hi, guys. Hi, guys.
Nicki's mother already debunked the lies about him too. She said, Papa is smart. He's a bit shy, but he's very normal for his age. Lies, all lies. Thank you guys for standing with us. God bless. So that's another lie that was debunked. Also, I like the fact that Nicki posted this clip instead of responding to Jay-Z.
The mama says that is lies, and yeah, I do think it's weird to speak on children, but I wouldn't say that clip debunks the fact that he's nonverbal, because being nonverbal, it doesn't technically mean that you can't say any words at all. It means that you can't really hold a proper conversation for your age. Isn't that what that means? I'm pretty sure. It doesn't mean, like, it's not to be taken literally. I'm not saying this little boy is. I would hate that to be the case for him. I don't like speaking on people's children at all. But I just think it's odd to use that and be like, oh, look, y'all, look, Nicki's kid is not nonverbal because, look, he said, hi, guys. Okay.
Because during his freestyle at the Roots picnic, Jay-Z was taking a dig.
I could very well be wrong, though. I'm wrong a lot. Okay, hello, welcome to this channel. I don't know what the fuck I be talking about. So being nonverbal, maybe 100% of the time it means that you can't say any words at all. I don't think that's the case. I just feel like it's not, but maybe that is the case. Maybe it is taken literally, and you can't say anything. You can't even say hi. But something tells me that that's not the case. That some people who are nonverbal, they can say some words. And it's not like he gave us a full sentence anyway. It's relevant. Because once again, I'm not putting this on that little boy at all. I would hate if that is the case with him. I am glad to hear that the mom is saying that's not the case. But I'm just speaking on people being like, see, look, this is proof. See. Like, Jesus.
Family saying how her husband couldn't take their son anywhere.
That lady back on the stuff, she sounded like she in love with him. Her kid can't even take their kids. Enough of them.
Meanwhile, Nicki and her whole family are sitting up.
I think he was saying like he can't take him to the park because he can't be like within a certain amount of distance from other children, right? I think that's what that means. Whatever.
Comfortably at the World Cup. So I think Nicki posting this video was a good response, actually.
And I'm not trying to be on nobody's side. I don't give a fuck about these people, and if you are unaware of that or too slow to pick up on that, that's your business. But I'm just speaking about impressive because, child, she get up on her with this Barb defending that she does all the time, child. This is like, oh my God.
And she looks great. She and her family, they look well and healthy, which is a good thing because I have heard that there's a lot going on behind the scenes where they're being watched and harassed, allegedly. DJ Academics put it out there because he too seems to be going through the same thing. His affiliates are being stalked and harassed, and it all seems like it's coming from one particular side.
I call it a dossier, where they came with this theory to say Drake, Aiden Ross, Nicki Minaj, Academics, and there's a few other people in the mix, but they have put out resources to, and when I mean stalk, this is like invasive stalking we're talking about. And it can be towards me, but it is in a roundabout way trying to threaten the people around me. There's people outside supposed Grand Wizard's house taking random pictures of him. Oh, we got the pictures now. By the way, Barbs to Nicki, make sure your queen is safe. I hear they are stalking and they took pictures of all of the people outside of their premises. Yes, I looked at pictures of what they claim is Grand Wizard outside of his house. They took his paparazzi. It's crazy. So the Barbs protect Nicki. They're doing the same thing to her. Now, I keep asking the same question. Who is doing this? Now, in trying to figure out who's behind this, every time I ask someone who claims they have seen info, they all say, we don't know who's this from. Shout out my man Charlamagne, he gave me a call. He said, this was going around. I seen it. So what? Where'd it come from? I don't know. Oh, okay.
So that's what Academics had to say, and I believe it. I believe that there's a group of people being watched. Nicki is one of them. Some of her Barbs are even being contacted by different people. Like this one Nicki fan and content creator named Jay Grizz was contacted by Nicki and Wendy Williams' former DJ Booth. And DJ Booth is not connected to the whole stalking situation that's going on, but he was contacting Nicki's fans. And Jay Grizz said that DJ Booth contacted him, telling him to stop supporting Nicki. And he also was on the phone telling him all types of stuff about Wendy Williams and Nicki Minaj. Like, this is personal information things that he shouldn't be sharing with a total stranger. And Tay Grizz didn't post what he said about Nicki, but he did post some of what he said about Wendy and what led to her conservatorship.
2 days ago, I came to my timeline to tell you guys about DJ Booth contacting me angry because I posted a story about him contacting a Nicki Minaj fan and talking very poorly on her. He begged me for a chat, causing us to get on the phone for an hour where he told Nicki's business, her friend's business, his friend's business, his boss's business, and maybe your cousin's business. Sadly for Booth, on May 5th, he had a 40-minute conversation with another Nicki Minaj fan page, identical to the conversation he had with me, with somebody that doesn't make music, by the way, and that whole conversation is recorded too.
I knew Nicki since high school, right? I worked on the Wendy Williams show first. Me and Wendy is still friends to this day. I left the Wendy Williams show because she was sick, illy sick, and tried to herself, my nigga. Do you hear what I'm telling you? So I want you to understand it. I did CPR on her and brought the bitch back to life. Put her in my car, took her to the hospital, never heard from Wendy or the company again. They said I seen too much.
Everybody seems unhinged in this situation. And more importantly, what are we supposed to do with this information? What am I supposed to do with this? What do I do?
My nigga, instead of getting this woman fucking help, that's what y'all do. You know she's not well. She's an alcoholic. So when I went viral 7 years ago when I said, sorry for the victims, that was only to get Wendy to stop drinking because it's killing her.
This was so strange to me. Like, it was so weird. Like, why is DJ Booth on the phone spilling all of these personal details with somebody he doesn't know? Like, he's over here spilling information about Wendy. He also said a lot of stuff about Nicki, but Jay Grizz didn't post it. But he's going around spreading these narratives about these women, and it's really crazy. And Nicki did talk about having to face this type of betrayal. In fact, she did a recent interview with Bryce Crawford. And
what is going on with this fucking code? Why does it look like this? Why is it blown up like that?
She was talking about the music industry and the spiritual warfare that she has had to deal with and the betrayal. Like, she's been through a lot.
It brings a lot of pain and sadness. Betrayal is very difficult to overcome.
Who is this white man? Why is she on his podcast randomly? What is going on? I'm so confused by everything. I don't know what's happening anymore.
I started realizing people are really vindictive in this industry. That if you don't, in other words, like I started realizing that if you don't get money with one person or specific people, they don't want you to get money at all.
Whoa.
And that's when I started realizing, like, oh my God, what did I sign up for? Because I didn't know that these people would be so territorial over people, you know, that they don't even know, that they don't have any claims to. If you didn't abide by their rules or put money in their pocket, they would actively try to stop you from making money to feed your family, from prospering in the industry that you love.
Whoa.
It would be like this person would call someone else so that you won't get an opportunity over there. And then that would continue happening. But not just with me. I saw it with a lot of very talented people. It was like constant spiritual warfare. I wish I would have known sooner that this music industry was such a spiritual experience, because I felt like I brought a knife to a gunfight.
Is the Illuminati real? Is there an actual group of powerful people that kind of control everything?
My situation is I feel like it's very personal. Like, I feel that there definitely is a group of people that have made things very difficult for me. But I don't know if they're Illuminati. I don't know what they are. I always was looking at it as if this was a personal issue, that one person didn't really like me and they happened to be in a powerful position, and they were able to use their influence to make people go against me. I never looked at it as if it was like an entire secret society against me.
Yeah.
But who knows? It could be. It could have been, who knows? But, however, it definitely has been spiritual. has it been a spiritual warfare? Absolutely.
Bryce Crawford has the full
What does that
interview
mean?
on his channel, and it was pretty eye-opening.
Because if she's saying that, oh, I don't know if it's Illuminati, who knows? I don't know what's going on. Anything's possible, but I've been spiritually attacked. I would think if someone is acknowledging that, oh yeah, the Illuminati is out there, then it's like, yeah, then that's spiritual. So I feel like it is, right? That's what people say. I don't fucking know, but yeah, I don't understand. Then if you're not associating it with the Illuminati or saying you don't know, but oh, it's for sure spiritual. What does that mean? Because that's a very vague term. What does that mean, and what does that look like in this context as far as you and your career and how these people have sabotaged you? They've sabotaged you spiritually. How? That just sounds very vague to me. I don't understand what's happening or what's being said.
What Nicki was saying.
I think, and that's the issue with when she speaks out about these things. It's like, cool, if you want to expose the industry and expose how people have mistreated you, okay, sure, that's your prerogative. If you think it's going to help, clearly it hasn't, but sure, that's your way of getting this out. But it's like, if you're going to expose it, then I just feel like, be direct. I never know what she's talking about. I don't know what the fuck Nicki be talking about. Especially when she tweets and stuff, it's very cryptic. So it's like, well, what's actually happening? Other than her talking about how, they've taken money from her, or she wasn't paid for certain stuff. Other than that, it's like, okay, that's very direct, and it's like, cool, if that's the case and you have proof of that, I would think you would be able to go to court. So it's like, then handle that at the courts. What are we supposed to do? But when it's stuff like this, when she's talking about, oh, it's spiritual warfare against me, and that's when I'm just like, well, what does this mean exactly, and what's exactly happening? And even Ack, even him saying that, oh, they're watching us, but watching y'all to do what exactly? Like, how, if their issue is that y'all are speaking negatively about Rock Nation and whatnot online, watching you is doing what exactly? Like, I don't know. I'm just confused.
Regarding her experience in the industry.
But okay, good luck
and
to
it
everybody.
almost seems like she's kind of over it too, which I don't blame her. I think any artist who goes through a certain level of spiritual and psychological warfare would want to leave, and it seems like she's turning back to her faith. She's turned back to Jesus, which is great, because only Jesus can help you deal with this high level warfare. You can't do it.
This is not giving Jesus at all, or Christianity. I'm sorry. Nothing that she has done or said in the past, I don't know, year or so has given Jesus or Christianity. Nothing she said about Cardi and her kids, nothing about that gives Christian. I'm sorry. So stop it.
By yourself. You need God. Trust me.
Oh, God.
But anyway, tell me.
Team Jesus over here. Of course, I'm not saying that you don't need God. Whoever wants to be spiritual, believe what you want. That's not the point. But the point is, I don't like when people try to come across as if they're Christians or, oh, I serve Jesus Christ, but in the next breath, they're saying the most vile, disgusting shit ever. So it's like, what? And nothing about Donald Trump or the people that she's aligned herself with have given Christian. Of course, they would love to say that they're Christian, but these people are gaslighting the public. Like, there's no way y'all are a lover of Jesus when you act like this and say these wild things about other people. So there's that. But whatever's happening with her, hopefully it works out. I don't know. Good luck to her. That's all I got. Y'all let me know what y'all think though, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.